Hi again, YouTubers. So this is a Flashback Friday video, and it's funny when I sit down to look for these videos and to watch them. It's funny sometimes to really see what we thought was great, or to see just what we wore then or how we've changed. I go back 4 years from wherever I am currently is what I try to do, and it's kind of funny to watch. And so I went back to January of 2011. I will post that link below so you guys can see too. I was at my old house, and just the differences are funny. And I have 5 favorites in that video and 1 regret, and I also talk about a couple other things. But the last 2 videos have always included my thoughts on that regret and whether I repurchased, because my theory was at some point I'm sure there's going to be something that I said was a regret that I ended up repurchasing, and that is true this month. So to get started, the first thing I talked about was it was called Gloss Out. I think we called it Gloss Out 2010, and it was Vane WPC and Michelle 1218. And I'm sure there were others that did this video, but we were the 3 I think that mainly did it. And the premise was for 2010 not to buy any lip glosses. And I didn't buy any lip glosses. And then 2011 came, and of course we ended up buying lip glosses. But we did learn a lot, or I at least learned a lot. I learned the fact that I hated MAC, what are they called, lip glasses? I think I hated them, and I still do. I like the plush glasses, but that's the only lip gloss of theirs I really buy. I tend to, I don't know, I don't wear lip gloss as much as I used to. Now I'm more of like a lipstick with a little bit of gloss. I have some gloss on today. I've got on that Buxom in Amber, I think. Yeah, it's this one here in Amber. Put a little bit on. And it's just so pretty. But yeah, so I mean, I have glosses, but if you look at my gloss collection back then versus now, woo, what the difference. So that was interesting. I still follow and watch both of those people. I will put their links below as well. And it's kind of funny because the first thing you're going to laugh at me for, the first thing that I said was a favorite, so I've got this funny piece of hair, was the Dior Amber Diamond highlighter. Okay, so here's the funny thing. I ranted and raved and said how great it was and how amazing it was and how beautiful it was, and I do have it right here. And when I went through and did my makeup graveyards, which are still going on, by the way. I know I posted my vanity tour, but I wanted to do that in January, and I still had a couple of the what are they called? Makeup graveyard series. I still have, I think, 2 of them that are up or going up. I don't know, something like that, that I wanted to put up still. But when I did my one on blushes and highlighters, I said that I never grabbed for this, and I said that I was going to sell it. So many people commented on that video that this highlighter was like the holy grail of highlighters. So many people were like trying to convince me to sell it to them right then and there, as opposed to waiting for a vlog sale. They were like, you know, no, I'll buy it from you right now, whatever you want. And I was like, that's not kind of fair to everybody else that's patiently waiting. But anyway, there were also a bunch of other people on there that were like, you have to give it another shot. I'm sure you will love it. You loved it at one point. You have to try it. So I pulled it back out, and I'll be honest, I do really like it. I would say I've probably got about 5 highlighters, and I think now that I'm not selling this one, I'm sorry to all of you that wanted to buy it, but I do use it now, and I do enjoy it. And it's funny because at the time of all this going on, when people told me to give it another shot, and when I tried using it again, decided to keep it, in that same premise, I then went back today and noticed in that video how much I loved it and some of the different uses I used it for. So I do still really enjoy this. Would I say it's holy grail? I love it. Yes and no. I think there are other things out there that are comparable that you would like. But it is very nice, and it is, and I will regret, if I sell it, I will regret the fact that I got rid of it, because I can't repurchase it if for any reason I decide to. So I will be keeping that. Sorry. Next thing was the Michael Todd. I talked about a primer and some lips products from them. Michael Todd Cosmetics do not actually sell cosmetics any longer. They're actually now called Michael Todd Organics, and they sell skincare items. And one that I use every single day. Every single day, it has surpassed my Clairsonic by far, is the Sonic Clear. This is what it looks like. Very similar to a Clairsonic. It has multiple on and off, has multiple speeds, has different ways of how many passes you do and all that, it surpasses my Clarisonic by far. It just is amazing. It just does a much better job at cleaning. It feels like it just exfoliates the skin better. Holy grail. Love it, love it, love it. So can't really talk much about the products that I used to love because they don't sell them anymore. But what they do sell, I love that. I haven't tried their skincare. Just not interested in branching out on my skincare right now very much. I like what I use, but that is awesome. Next thing I talked about was the Clarins exfoliator. It was an orange, it was a clear tube with an orange product in it with little microbeads. I did like it. I didn't have any problems with it. I used it up, and I think I bought it once again after that, and I did still like it. But this stuff is way better. It's the Colleen Rothschild Dual Enzyme Polish, and I love the smell of it. God, it smells so good. It's like orangey, citrusy. It is so nice. You require the smallest amount of this. I mean, I kid you not, this much does my entire face and down my neck, and it is awesome. You basically wash your face like you would normally at nighttime. Wash your face, and you then wash your face, dry your face off a little bit, put this on your hands, rub it together, kind of, oh, I have a piece of hair in my mouth. Scrub it all over your face, but not scrub it in, just kind of make sure it's coating your entire face and down your neck. And you let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes. Then you come back, and it has enzymes in it that actually help pull away any dead skin cells. And then you scrub it into your face and then rinse it off. And oh my gosh, when you're done, your skin just feels amazing. Love it. So that is by far my exfoliator of choice now. The next thing that I said I absolutely loved was from Sigma. And as you guys all know, if you follow me, is I am not a Sigma fan any longer. I don't like their brushes. To give it very, very short information, I don't like their brushes. Their brushes fall apart, and I don't like the fact that they have branched out ridiculously far from their wheelhouse, and that they now charge an arm and a leg for everything, and yet they promote and shove stuff down every YouTuber's throat they can get a hold of in hopes of boosting their sales. And it just, I would rather everyone be able to have a better price on a product than for the YouTubers to get, you know, special trips and all kinds of stuff, you know, free products and things like that. I would rather buy my products and review them for you guys than to get them for free and you guys have to pay more. That's the plain and simple of it. So skipping from that, but two standout brush lines that I have loved this year, like loved, is the Sephora Pro line. The Pro Tapered Crease is a brush that I cannot live without. I will not live without. I have a couple of them. It is by far the best crease brush I have ever used. Amazing. Lots of other brushes that they have. If you watch my Get Ready With Me videos, or not Get Ready With Me, Face of the Month videos, you will see their brushes are almost all I use now on my eyes. They're awesome. And their face. A lot of them on the face. But then the other side of that is that the IT Cosmetics brushes are some of the nicest and softest face brushes I have ever used. This blush brush blows every blush brush I have out of the water, no matter the cost, anything. This thing is just, it's so perfect, and it's so easy to work with, and you just can apply the right amount exactly where you want it, and it's so soft and so nice. Their foundation brush, their powder brushes, I have some eye brushes, like got an eye brush here, like all of their brushes are just top of the line. These two lines are just standout lines for the year if you are looking for good brushes. I am still not a MAC brush fan. I find that their brushes are not the best quality for the price, and they fall apart as well, and they shed. They are natural hair. I understand that, but they do start falling apart. The last thing that I said, and it was a regret, was the Laura Mercier Cream Silk Foundation. No, Silk Cream Foundation. Creme. God, why can't I get this right? It's this one. It's the one in the tube. I have this in the color Cashew Beige, which is too dark for me right now. However, I do think that I was incorrect in saying that this was a regret. I think I had the wrong color. I think I didn't know how to work with the product properly. It is a strange consistency in the aspect that it is a, you can see that it's dark on my hand right here, that it is a thicker product that you really have to work with. You have to have the right way to apply it. I tend to find that a good dense almost stippling style brush, such as the It Cosmetics one. This one's dirty, I just used it today. This is a phenomenal brush for working that in because you simply buff it into your skin and you can tap it on after you're done, which gives you phenomenal results. And I think that I was incorrect in how I phrased saying that I hated it so much because it did seem heavy and cakey on me. That is because I was using way too much of it as well. You only need the smallest amount of that product and it goes a long way. So it's funny how we change our minds about products like that. So that is everything for this Flashback Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please keep watching. Let me know if you have any questions or anything you would like to see from my channel, and I will catch up with you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.